Welcome to solverfy.
All right, this question is asking us which statement is false. And it's asking a lot about the mitral valve and just knowing different parts of the heart. So, actually, in your questions and on page 1386, there's two diagrams that are identical that are good illustrations of the anatomy of the heart. So, the first thing that you need to understand with this question is that the mitral is a bicuspid valve. Bicuspid just meaning meaning two, has two tapered flaps when it opens and closes, as opposed to a tricuspid valve, which is uh, the valve in the right. It's the right atrioventricular valve is a tricuspid, but the mitral valve, which is in the left atrioventricular spot, is a bicuspid valve. So if you are looking at that, we look at the left side and uh, look at that image, and you can see that the mitral valve is in between the left atrium and ventricle. Now we know blood flows from atrium to ventricle, and right there is where the bicuspid valve is. Um, let's skip down to the bottom one and looking at it. Atrioventricular just means that it is the valve between the atrium and the ventricle. So that is true. We can see that D is true. The aortic and pulmonary valves, this is the one that doesn't have to do with the mitral valve, are semilunar. So actually, our illustration labels both of these, the aortic and pulmonary valves, as being semilunar valves. So, like I said, that's a handy illustration. So that is true. B is the one that we have left false. So it says blood goes through the bicuspid to the left atrium. Well, we know that blood flows from the atrium to the ventricle. So if this is false because it says through the bicuspid to the left atrium. If it said to the left ventricle, it would be true. If it said from the left atrium, it would be true. But the way that it's written is not true. So B is our correct answer in this case.